So we've looked at scatter graph so far, and now it's time to move on to another type of chart. You'll notice here we've got a set of data. We just have one variable here. So we've drawn frequency polygons, we've drawn scatter diagrams, and now we've got single variable data. So, how should we show this? Well, rather than looking at just the data like that and be able to say perhaps it goes from 9 up to 100 but there's lots around 20, let's try and draw something to help us visualise. So, we've got one result below 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 results in the teens. Sorry, 6 results in the teens, that's why you circle them. 4 here in the 20s, 1 here, 2 here, and then an odd one, which if you remember from before, we call an outlier. So, here's my diagram to show it. See if you can work out how my diagram works. Oh. Can you see how this works? So, the leaf contains the last digit of the number. The stem contains the rest. So 40 is here, 41 is here. No commas are needed between the numbers. This is the last digit. It can only be one digit, so that's 40. And therefore that has to be another number, 41. So I don't need a comma. You can see here 3 17s. 10, 7, 10, 7, 10, 7. You can see here 9 where I put a 0 here so that it still has a stem. So, you can see now lots of results in the 10s and 20s. And it's a bit visual. It's almost like this. Can you see there's a little bit of bar chart about it? But within that, there's also some other things you might notice. 2, 3, 5. 5, 7, 8, 9. What do you notice about the numbers? Good. They're ordered. This is to make it easier to see. Now, in order to finish off my stem and leaf diagram, I need to do the following. This is called a key that explains how to use my chart. And if I have units, if this for example was the weights of people's bags, I'd have to put kilograms as well. Without this, the chart isn't easy to read. And here's why. Here's a different stem and leaf diagram. What number is this? So you're going to tell me it's 15, but unfortunately it's not. It's 1.5 because the key wasn't drawn. So watch out for that. So the last digit goes in the leaf, no commas, and everything else goes in the stem. Crossing them off as you do them will allow you to not miss any off. And I almost did miss off the 40, as you can see. So that's the basics behind a stem and leaf. Next I'm going to give you a stem and leaf and look at some analysis with it. Okay, if you need to practice drawing a stem and leaf, now is a good time. So pause the video and then come to analysis shortly after. So here is a stem and leaf diagram and we're going to do some analysis. Okay, we're going to have some values in our stem and leaf. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we're going to find those 4 things. What does MMMR stand for? That's right. Mean, median, mode, and range. Now, before we do that, is there anything missing from up here? Good. Key's missing. So in this case, 2, 1 means 21. So, first off, we're going to do the mode, which is the most commonly occurring. Well, I can see 3 6s there, so I want to write 6. Is that the actual number? No, it's 36. Now, there may be 3 9s here, but those are 49s, and this is a 59. So it's 36. What about the range? Okay, the highest take away the lowest. So the highest is 59 and the lowest is 21. Always write down the calculation you're doing so that you demonstrate that you've correctly read the information off. So far, so good. We're not going to worry about the mean here, because that would be quite easy to add them up. We're just going to focus next on the median. So, here we go. The numbers are all in order. So, if I say it's not going to be the lowest one, it's also not going to be the highest one that's in the middle. It's not going to be the next lowest one, and it's not going to be the next highest one. It's not going to be the next one or the next one. Now be careful when you change lines. This is the next lowest one, but this is the next highest one. Then I come across here, that's the next lowest, and that's the next highest. Check what you've got left. So that's the next lowest, and that's the next highest. Now with these 3 left, I can see then that that number 36 is going to be my median. So, we cross out working inwards. The mode, we look for most common again, and the range, the highest, take away the lowest. Now we can do the mean. We can do 21, add 21, add 22, add 33, all the way up, and then divide it by the 15 numbers there are. But I'm not worried about that on this video. Sometimes how stem and leaf diagrams are useful is the following. So this is these test scores for a class for the boys. I want to compare it to the test scores in the class for the girls. So the girls go this way and the boys go this way. And 21 equals 21 marks. So, boys tend to have a lot in the 30s, girls much higher up in the 40s and 50s. So you could say already, even before you calculate these, that the girls probably performed better. So gents, time to practice and make sure that the girls don't perform better.